Bullets fly at a shop in Crown Heights. 2 robbers are dead. A shopkeeper is wounded.
Police are looking for a mugger targeting women in one Brooklyn community.
And we'll show you how you can go green after dark.
Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is News 4 New York.
Good evening. Welcome to News 4 New York at 11. And we're coming to you from our new studio and content center, which we'll tell you more about a bit later on. But first, the news. Gunfire erupted tonight inside a discount shop on a busy street in Crown Heights.
A shopkeeper defending his business shot a group of suspected robbers. He killed 2 of them and he took a bullet himself. Andrew Siff is live in Crown Heights with the latest. Andrew?
Sue, neighbors here in Crown Heights tell us that the store behind me on Nostrand Avenue sold everything, but law enforcement sources say tonight it wasn't any ordinary sale. There was gunfire exchanged. 2 of the robbers are dead, and the storekeeper is undergoing surgery at Kings County Hospital even as we speak. Investigators say it was an attempted robbery at this discount store on Nostrand Avenue, but sources say the shopkeeper opened fire, killing 2 of the alleged robbers, while one of the assailants returned fire, hitting him in the stomach. The injured store owner was transported to Kings County Hospital. The grandmother of one of the alleged victims says he called her moments after a bullet hit.
My grandson, he called me and tell me, say, he work in the store there. And they come to all of the store and he got shot.
Neighborhood advocates say the robbery attempt on a main Crown Heights thoroughfare caught everyone off guard at a store known for selling anything and everything.
You know, you go there, you shop there, you get everything you need, you know, school supplies, book bags, backpacks, all that, you know.
Did you know the store owner in there?
No, I didn't really know him, but he was a real nice guy.
What the information that we gathered is that the store owner has to defend himself.
2 other very late developments to tell you about. There is a car surrounded by homicide detectives right here on Lefferts Avenue, and investigators are looking at the possibility that this was the vehicle used by the robbers to approach the store. We're also told by sources that there may be a 3rd perpetrator, a 3rd robber who was in the store who got away. The investigation continues at this hour. We're live in Crown Heights. Andrew Siff, News 4 New York.
Andrew, thank you. Somebody is targeting women in Starrett City, robbing and assaulting them. Police say the mugger has struck at least 11 times in the last 2 months. Paisley Cheng is live in Starrett City with more for us. Paisley?
And Chuck, what makes people here so mad is that this thief doesn't pick on people his own size. All of his victims are older. All of them are women. It's not bad enough that he takes their purse. In fact, he hits them over the head or throws them to the ground to get their purses. In fact, that's what he did to his most recent victim. Etta Leibowitz is still in pain from the attack, and she has the bruises to prove it. The 64-year-old was riding the elevator with a man who attacked her.
He grabbed the bag back here, and he pulled me, threw me to the ground, and I hit my head, and whatever I had in my hands went flying, and he grabbed the bag off of me.
After knocking her to the ground and tearing her Coach pocketbook from around her neck, he got out on the 12th floor and bolted while she lay on the ground helpless. Leibowitz has never seen the man before, but didn't think she had reason to fear him.
You wouldn't have believed this guy would have done this. He looked like he just came home from work. He was very well dressed. He was really good looking, and he didn't look like he had that kind of strength.
Police are now passing out this sketch of the man. They say he is responsible for at least 11 robberies that have happened at various times throughout the day, sometimes in apartment lobbies and elevators, and even right in front of the buildings. The earliest happened on September 17th, the most recent on November 14th. Leibowitz hopes she will be his last victim.
What I would say to other women is really take care and watch your surroundings, especially the elevator. If it's someone you definitely don't know, do not get in.
The robber is described to be between 25 and 35 years old, about 5'8", with a medium build. If you know anything about these attacks, you are urged to call police. Police also want to hear from people who may have been attacked but never reported it to police. You can call them at the Crime Stoppers hotline, and that is 1-800-577-TIPS. We're live from Starrett City tonight. Paisley Chang, News 4 New York.
Paisley, thank you. A teenager faces murder charges after allegedly firing a gun into a crowd at a party this weekend. 18-year-old Brandon Santiago is charged with killing Natalie Walters outside an apartment in Morris Heights. Police say Santiago got into an argument at a party on Morris Avenue on Sunday and went outside and started shooting. Police say the 3 people hit were not intended targets. The 2 other victims suffered gunshot wounds to the legs.
Another casualty in the economic downturn tonight, the CEO of Yahoo, Jerry Yang, is stepping down. Yang will leave as soon as Yahoo finds his replacement. His tenure at that internet company was already rocky when he refused to sell Yahoo to Microsoft, a deal that would have brought in $47.5 billion. Today, officials in Japan, the world's second largest economy, announced the country is in a recession now. And today's late sell-off on Wall Street has pushed Asian markets lower tonight in Tuesday trading. The Dow lost 223 points today, more than 2.5%. The Nasdaq fell nearly 35. Today's Wall Street decline was fueled by an announcement by Citigroup that it will slash more than 50,000 jobs in an effort to restore the bank's health. More than 15% of Citi's workforce is going to be affected. These are the deepest cuts announced by any U.S. financial services company since the credit crisis began last year.
Typical of what a lot of companies are going through, so I think everybody's pretty okay.
I prefer not to lose my job. It's not a pleasant thing, but if you lose it, you lose it. You just, get up and move on.
After Citi's announcement, Attorney General Cuomo urged the bank to eliminate bonuses or so-called golden parachutes. Over the weekend, Goldman Sachs announced its CEO and 6 other top executives won't get bonuses this year. Today, UBS followed Goldman's lead.
In their first meeting since the election, Barack Obama and rival John McCain sat down in Chicago. They agreed to work together on some big issues, from the financial crisis to national security. In a joint statement, they said they hope to work together in the coming weeks to change the, quote, bad habits of Washington. A veteran Long Island Railroad manager is the first person under arrest for allegedly cheating the federal government out of thousands of dollars in a disability pension scam. Fred Kruder faces official misconduct and corruption charges. He was suspended last month. Prosecutors say Kruder improperly advised coworkers on how to file disability forms after they retire in exchange for payments to a baseball team he coached.
A Pakistani woman accused of being an al-Qaeda operative has been found mentally unfit to stand trial. Afia Siddiqui was facing trial in a New York federal court. The judge ruled that she is unable to understand the proceedings against her because of her mental state. Siddiqui is the first woman named by the government as a member of the terrorist organization. Prosecutors say she was plotting to kill American soldiers. Her attorney denies she has any ties to terror.
We're getting a pretty good look at a pair of burglars who hit stores in Brooklyn when they're closed. These guys, police say, break in through the roof and steal whatever they can get their hands on. Snacks, candy. Doesn't take long for one of the thieves to swipe an entire wall of goodies. Police say the duo broke into 4 stores in East Flatbush in September and October. If you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS. Well, nearly 1 month after a Long Island attorney was murdered in a parking lot, police have charged 2 men and a teenage girl with the crime. All 3 are locked up without bail. Carolyn Gussoff tells us about a possible motive.
It was a mystery a month ago. A 44-year-old Wisconsin attorney and father of 4 found dead in a Comac restaurant parking lot, 1 shot to his head. There was no apparent motive, but now police say money was the motive and have arrested James DiMartino's business partner.
Mr. Thornton had set up his partner for a robbery in that parking lot. That robbery, as we all know now, ended in Mr. DiMartino's death.
DiMartino and his business partner, 37-year-old Ronald Thornton of Wisconsin, co-owned JMB Funding, writing mortgages and lending money. Police say Thornton was having financial problems when he decided to stage the robbery because DiMartino would be carrying large sums of cash. He allegedly hired Monique Randall, a stripper he met at a topless bar, and her boyfriend, Donovan Racer, both of Queens, to carry out the robbery. But police say somehow DiMartino ended up dead.
The intent is to rob him, and at some point during that robbery, he's shot and killed. That constitutes the crime of felony murder.
Police won't say how much, if any, money the trio got from DiMartino or how they cracked this murder-for-hire plot. All 3 are being held without bail. Carolyn Gussoff, News 4 New York.
Clear skies and calmer winds allowed firefighters to gain ground on those wildfires in California. This is a look from space of the smoke produced by the flames. Most evacuation orders were lifted, and many residents returned to their homes to find charred bricks and blackened shells of cars. The fires burned through an area the size of the District of Columbia and destroyed hundreds of homes.
Coming up, will lowering the drinking age stop binge drinking?
It's a highly charged suggestion, now being considered in our area.
And how to paint the town red and green. We'll be right back.
Tonight, there are questions about whether the legal age of 21 is encouraging underage drinking on college campuses. Today, those concerns came to a head in Trenton, where state leaders debated the law's effectiveness. Supporters of the current law say it cuts down on alcohol-related deaths, but opponents call it ineffective. They're pushing that the age be lowered back to 18 for drinking. Both sides do agree, however, that education is the key to fighting underage drinking. And in New York, lawmakers are going to hold a special session tomorrow trying to find a way to close this year's $1.5 billion state budget gap. But no quick solution is expected in tomorrow's meeting.
Two top prosecutors are calling it quits. U.S. Attorney Chris Christie is stepping down as of December 1st. And there's speculation he'll run for New Jersey governor against incumbent John Corzine next year. Christie put more than 130 corrupt politicians behind bars in the last 6 years. And the prosecutor who toppled New York Governor Eliot Spitzer handed in his resignation today. Michael Garcia oversaw the prostitution case that led to Spitzer's resignation.
And coming right up, Janice has some flurrious news from her weather condo.
A little hint of what winter is going to be like from upstate New York. And where to be seen and to be green next.
I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Tuesday on Today in New York, a Broadway revival with star power from Hollywood.
Cat Greenleaf meets the actors of Speed the Plow. They're now packing the house on the Great White Way.
Plus weather and traffic on the 4s, 5 to 7 a.m.
But going green, it can be more than recycling and driving a hybrid.
Ida Siegel shows us where to go, what to eat and drink to go green at night.
Beneath the chic red lighting, Rouge Tomate is all green. It's a new restaurant on East 60th Street, a place to see and be seen, and one of the few of its kind that has reused or repurposed just about everything here.
We use reclaimed wood, LED lighting, no linens on the table, tables made out of coconut shells. Actually, what we're trying to do here is show you that it can be very chic.
In the kitchen, they compost leftover food, buy organic vegetables from local farmers, and recycle. Even the decorative limes lived a former life, adding zest to someone's food or drink.
You might have heard of the celebrity hotspot Guest House. Well, now the same owner has created Greenhouse on Varick Street. And even though there are real leaves all over the walls and ceilings, and if you look inside the tables, animals made of plants, that's actually not why Greenhouse is green.
Well, I wanted to open up the first eco-friendly nightclub in the world.
They're LED registered. All lights are energy efficient. They even serve green vodka. Yeah, it's hyper distilled and filtered in a recycled glass bottle. The green nightlife is a growing trend.
I think it's cool because of two things. I think a lot of celebrities are going green, but most importantly, you feel good about drinking organic vodka.
For a night of zen, Pure Yoga is all green. Just look at its exterior wall. All plant life, designed to counter the carbon emissions on 86th Street. Inside, everything from the water to the wood to the clothes is all environmentally friendly.
I think we're starting a trend. Like there's definitely an awareness that's starting to happen. You're even seeing cork mats out there now.
And it really is all about trend setting when you're talking about nightlife. And so now environmentalists are hoping the more chic it becomes to go green at night, the more likely people are to go green during the day and in all facets of their lives. Chuck and Sue?
Well, Ida, you're sitting in our brand new content center right behind us. Are you going to give us a tour?
Yes, absolutely. So it is our brand new content center. We're looking really good tonight. This is where ordinarily we would gather news, but now we can do so much more. And as you can see, perhaps the best part is that the newsroom is right next to the studio. You guys are practically in our newsroom, and it makes it so much easier to really do what we need to do at our desks and then bring the information to the viewer as soon as we need to do that. And we're not just talking about TV, of course. We're talking about online, NBCNewYork.com. We're talking about our TaxiCast as well, our 24/7 channel that's soon to launch. It really is quite fantastic. It was a labor of love, I have to tell you, as you well know, to get the studio in the shape that it's in. Let's show you some video of what it looked like before. Yeah, that gutted room right there is our fancy new studio. It actually used to be a conference room, and look at it now. It really is quite beautiful. State-of-the-art, high-definition cameras. And perhaps the biggest bragging rights in the new studio is the 103-inch plasma monitor. We can show you Janice Huff. She's probably standing by waiting to report the weather from this brand new, huge monitor. There it is in the video there. It really is enormous. I personally didn't know that you could buy a plasma monitor that's 103 inches. Maybe I'm naive, but apparently you can. And we have it. We have everything that you need. And it really is quite wonderful. Looking great. Check and see.
It's very expensive, though.
Actually, Lem wants to watch the game on it, and you want to do the weather on it. So it's a big fight over here, right?
So sorry. It's all for weather tonight.
Take us to the monitor. Show us this fancy 103.
I will show you the monitor in a moment. It's quite grand, of course. But first we want to talk about a little bit of weather that we have some pictures to show you. Not around our neighborhood, although some areas may look close to this tomorrow morning with a few snowflakes. But up near Buffalo, they had lake effect snow that's really coming down. And some areas have about a foot of snow on the ground. These pictures are from Ellicottville. They'll probably get another foot in some areas near the lakes. And it's really going to hamper cleaning up the roads there. It's a winter wonderland. Now, we'll get a few snowflakes, but nothing like that in the next 24 hours. Then we have these pictures in from Teresa Fisher of New York with this image of the sky over the Rockaways earlier today. Some pretty clouds there. Looks beautiful. And today was a gorgeous day. We'd love to see the pictures in your neighborhood. You can share them with us by emailing them to us at ic@nbcnewyork.com. Now we'll take a look outside from our top of the rock camera where the temperature now is 39 degrees below, not below, but 39 degrees below the top of the rock in Central Park. Mostly cloudy. The wind chill is 35. So a little bit of chill in the air, and it's going to get even cooler and windier tomorrow. Today's high 47. Low 36, temperatures below average, and they're going to stay that way all week long. December-like weather is on the way for the rest of this week. Snow showers in the morning for a few spots, just a few flurries, and also on Thursday with another clipper. Both of these are clipper storms coming out of Canada. They'll move through swiftly. Overnight low temperatures are going to be pretty cold, like tonight in the 20s in Monticello. Morristown's down to 32. It's 33 right now in Poughkeepsie. 30s all the way down the Jersey Shore also. Now look back to the west. You can see all that lake effect snow that continues with the winds going across, the cold winds going across the warm lake and depositing that snow on the leeward side. It continues across that area, and we'll get a little tiny bit of that tomorrow as a trough of low pressure pushes through. But they're mainly going to be snow showers. Nothing really to worry that much about, not yet for us. But cold and breezy, that we will have to worry about. Tonight's low temperatures are mainly in the 30s, but a few spots down in the 20s, like in Sussex and also Monticello and Morristown. Poughkeepsie down to 29 degrees tonight, winds northwest. Chilly day tomorrow. Highs in the 30s to near 40, but the winds screaming out of the north make us to 30 miles per hour. Will definitely put wind chills down around 30 in most areas, maybe even the 20s. So mostly cloudy tonight. A few flurries later on, cold down to 35. Chilly in the morning and some more snow showers sort of floating around the area. And the afternoon high temperature should reach 40 degrees tomorrow. A few flakes in the morning. Nothing that's expected to stick around here. Wednesday, sunshine and 38. And then Thursday, we've got some more snow showers coming in with the next Alberta clipper. The weekend looks clear and sunny, but it is going to be rather cool with highs in the 30s to right around 40 degrees. So, yep, winter's trying to come in slowly but surely across the tri-state.
Was it as good for you as it was for us over there at that 103-inch monitor?
Even better.
Yeah, okay. Thanks so much. Still ahead as we continue, the city plans to bring Coney Island back from the dead.
And parents demanding action from a popular line of kids' clothing.
And coming up, we have the Jets and the Giants, and the last time they both finished in first place at the same time. And the new Met Stadium shaping up. We've got some hockey, too, on News 4 New York at 11.
Sports Desk, brought to you by Verizon Fios, the most amazing TV picture and the fastest internet, period.
Is there such a thing as a Super Bowl Subway Series?
Well, we need a name. We said that. What are you going to call it?
Tough one.
And here's the question. The last time the Giants and Jets both finished in first place the same year? Never. And I find it interesting that with so much focus on quarterbacks in the NFL, nobody's talking about Eli Manning. The Titans are 10-0. And all you hear about with them is their quarterback, Kerry Collins. Is there a Jets story that doesn't contain the name of Brett Favre? Yet Eli Despite being the Super Bowl MVP, flies under the radar. He's like an offensive lineman these days. You only seem to notice him when he messes up. Running back Brandon Jacobs, the big star yesterday. He went for an MRI on his knee today. No word yet from the Giants. And tonight at Chelsea Piers, a few Giants were attending a muscular dystrophy event. We asked them about taking their 9-1 record to Arizona.
We had a big game going out to the desert. You know, last time Giants were in the desert was the Super Bowl win. So I'm sure, you know, going out to Arizona will be reminiscent.
We're 9-1. We're just going to try to keep winning one game. Just win one game.
We're just getting closer and closer to that Super Bowl that we're trying to get back to.
They are. Meanwhile, the Jets are visiting 10-0 Tennessee Sunday in Nashville.
They're a solid team all the way around, offensively, defensively, and special teams-wise. They got a great defensive line. They run the ball really well. Actually, pretty similar to our team. So it'll be fun to see who does better, and you know, it's a good measuring stick for us.
Jets and Tennessee similar. Hockey tonight. The Rangers hosting Ottawa. Rangers in blue. They were trailing 1-0 midway through the third period, and off the rebound. It comes to Freddie Sjustrom. He beats Alex Auld, his first goal in 17 games. That tied it at 1. It went to a shootout. First up for the Rangers, Nick Zherdov. And that's the only goal of the shootout from Zherdov. Rangers win their third straight, 2-1 over Ottawa. And the Islanders hosting Vancouver tonight. They went to a shootout as well. First up for the Islanders, Frans Nielsen against former Islander Roberto Luongo. And that's the only goal of the shootout. The Islanders also win their third straight. Same score, 2-1. Albert Pujols of the Cards is the National League MVP. The Cardinals finished in fourth place. The Yankees will open the new stadium with 2 exhibition games against the Cubs the first weekend in April. And Citi Field looks to be coming along. The view from Chopper 4 today, the new Mets Stadium, looking good with the grass having been installed. Well, the Knicks are catching a break tomorrow in Boston. Kevin Garnett has been suspended for the game for hitting Andrew Bogut in the face. Bogut plays for the Bucks. Meanwhile, the Knicks collapsing last night and losing in overtime to Dallas. So now we'll see how they stack up as a team as they take on the defending champions in Boston.
I don't know if we want to measure against the world champs on the road right yet, but I expect that we'll compete really hard and try to have a chance to win and see if we can get it.
All right, remember this scene from Spanning the World? A schoolyard player in London taking it to Devin Harris of the Nets last month? Well, today, the Nets were serving an early Thanksgiving dinner to those in need in Montclair, so we asked Harris about it.
Just watch me now. No point. I mean, you know, that was a bit of a distraction. You know, he kind of tricked me a little bit. I don't think he'd want to see a rematch right now.
You're more prepared this time for him?
Yeah, definitely. He can't sneak up on me this time.
Yeah, check me out now. Harris is playing great when he's healthy for the Nets. And the hat's good, too. Yeah.
Thanks,
All right, thanks, Len. We'll be right back.
How about a new look for Coney Island? The Municipal Art Society says its design concept, ranging from amusements and rides to events and public art, will reestablish Coney Island as a magnet for tourism. The historic amusement park closed recently. City officials are in negotiations to buy about 10 acres of land for the project at a cost of $250 million.
Tonight, parents across the country are blaming a popular line of children's clothing for giving their children a severe skin rash. Carter's clothing line may soon face a $5 million class action lawsuit. Many parents claim the tagless labels on the neckline of the Carter's pajamas gave their children the rash. The company says concerns are limited to the fall 2007 line and has not issued a recall. We'll be right back. Thousands of children from some of the city's poorest neighborhoods are getting a chance to live out their dreams. The Inner City Scholarship Fund provides money for students at more than 100 Catholic schools. And tonight, His Eminence, Edward Cardinal Regan, presented an award to top executives involved in the program. In attendance were the president and CEO of NBC Universal, Jeff Zucker, along with CNBC's Maria Bartiromo. The program boasts 96% of its grads go on to college.
And that's it for News 4 New York at 11. The Tonight Show with Jay Leno is next.
Thanks for joining us. Good night.